In March, I challenged you guys to build the best Trackmania map that you could. But the best in terms of speed. I made a base map with 10 different checkpoints. And you could place anything you want without mixing blocks. Try to connect these checkpoints as fast as possible. So let's first talk about the base map. So these are the checkpoints. And what you'll notice is kind of like there's two circles. You have like the inner circle here of checkpoints. And then you have the outer circle. And instead of saying this checkpoint, that checkpoint for the entire video, I'm also going to do an exclusive and overlay the checkpoints on a map of the world. So the tall one, right? The tall one, the one that's in the very far corner, that's going to be Greenland. You have to travel all the way to Greenland to get this one, okay? By the way, notice the finish is literally the pyramids. How did this work out? I don't know. But the finish clearly on the Giza Plateau. You got one checkpoint in North Korea, you got one in the Indian Ocean, you got South Africa, you got Ivory Coast, and you got Gibraltar, okay? The first honorable mention to a guy called Uboykrem. This is his map. Unfortunately, though, it's not going to be valid in the competition because he did either block mix or ghost block. But I still want to show it. This was his solution. The guy who met me IRL and cheered me on in climbing. Now, already you can see like what this is maybe going to look like. You got a lot of boosters. You got plastic. You got reactor boosts. Just everything to build speed. And that's all allowed. Even a double respawn. All allowed. Because you want to go as fast as possible. What do? You place a lot of boosters. But then you also have to think about which route through the checkpoints. What blocks am I actually going to use for like up and down hills, roof hits, bug slide even. And then this fancy wall hit 360, another one. Landing a little bit awkward for the finish though, but then getting it. But the first real submission we're going to take a look at by Video Drapes. It's a 49-second solution. I think it shows quite well what you're thinking about. So he takes the checkpoint close to the start first, in the inner circle, if you remember that map. And now he's going on a long journey around here. This is now in the Indian Ocean. He's coming up to the North Korean checkpoint here on the wall. And takes that with a wall ride, very nice. Now he's into Siberia, and then finally he gets all the way up to Greenland here. This is the Greenland checkpoint on the very edge of the map. And he has a nice plastic bounce to get through that. And then another bounce down, wicked landing as well. Catches the checkpoint. Only has one checkpoint left to go on the finish. So he takes a long wall ride around, and then gets the last checkpoint, roof it, and flies into the finish with a time of 49.97. And so the next player, Zeely, had a better solution. A slightly better solution. Electing to take the same checkpoint first, but then going a different way. Going all the way to Greenland first, actually. And just getting the outer circle of checkpoints done early. I'm pretty sure this was Zeely's thought process. They were like, yeah, let's get all the far checkpoints, and then let's just end with a quick spin in the middle. Nice plastic bounce to get the reactor there. Speed slide even. So now they've spent a lot of time getting the wide checkpoints, but they just have a quick path through the middle. Easy. Get this one. Oh, the next one's right up this hill. Reactor boost. Drop down. Get another one. Road turn up to the last. Easy peasy. Nice drift as well. And clocking in 1 second faster. Just about 1 second faster. I will say 48.1 from Zeely. So Zeely has the lead right now. And there were a couple of more submissions as well in like the mid to high 40s. And I would say the first person that really had a quite optimal solution. Mindamon or Mind Damon. This is their solution. Of 39 seconds. Watch out for this one. About 10 seconds faster than what we've seen previously. Turnover in the start, picks up the ring checkpoint, flies down into the water, into the wall ride. Now gets this and Greenland, and you can already tell it's a plastic bounce gonna happen, but look at this. Plastic bounce into the wall ride, plastic bounce to carry speed onto the next checkpoint, which is in the circle. And now they only have a few checkpoints left to go. Drop down here to collect this one, upside down to get a straight line towards the last checkpoint and the finish. What was that? Plastic bounce to go backwards and then flip. The other way. This must have taken so long to hunt to get that landing. But a crazy final time here of 38 actually. 38.66, not even 39, 38.6. Mind up wrote it in chat. That's your map? Great solution. But it didn't win. The next map I'll show you was 1 second faster than that. Unhinged Speeds by Jumper471, who also elected to start on this side with this checkpoint, then into a wall ride, getting that ice checkpoint while transitioning to a new wall ride, and now it's just full blast. We're going at 800, we're going upside down, picking up this checkpoint early, roof it there, more speed, into Greenland, and then out of it again. We're at 950, and he's still accelerating with more boosters, hitting max speed there, getting the loop, and now just continuing to blast. Like, this is... It's very dank to watch, but this is very fast. Into the wall ride. Insane transition. Even though that looks weird, that was on purpose. What he did there in that last wall ride, hitting it with an angle so that it rotates him back on his wheels. Pretty fast. 37.96, about 7/10 faster. Someone went a full second faster than Jumper. Inferno went faster. Here's Inferno's run. Again, a player electing to go for this checkpoint first, then a wall ride up until this one, and now he wants to go to the outer circle. You know, the Indian Ocean, the North Korean checkpoint on the wall there, if you picture the world map. Siberia, and up to Greenland with a big jump, landing while catching a reactor booster into a wall bang. And then flying through the bobsleigh checkpoint, roof hit here, plastic landing, and plastic landings are pretty smart. Plastic landings are way smoother. If you land like slightly sideways like here, it carries more speed. But if you land upside down, this will bounce. Inferno got a time of 36.71, but that would also not be the best time. This competition is like two-dimensional, right? One dimension is what's the fastest solution you can build. The second is what's the fastest solution you can drive. Something to think about when you see the next solutions. Next submission is one of my favorites. Ploying. Let me tell you, ploying he did. The man definitely ployed. Once again, started with the checkpoint on the left. A creative wall bang there to get this, and then a ploying on the wall, a wall bang. Getting to this booster, getting that ring. Full red boosters across, another one, ploying on that. Landing downhill very clean. Through here, red booster to slow down, adjust for this. And now he only has to get to the finish, but how? Well, first he has to take this. Then has to get through. Up the loop, and what? And what? And what? And what? That was like a quad plastic bounce into the finish. A 35.04. Saving 1.6 seconds. With that bounce, into that bounce, into that bounce, into that bounce. Really creative solution, and how long must this have taken to get this combination right? But unfortunately for him, a fastest way only member participated in the competition. Labafu, taking what I would consider one of the more creative approaches, completely different thinking from everyone else. Because so far you might have started to notice, everyone goes out left in the start. Labafu went the other way, the other direction with this one. Going straight down in the start? Okay. And then up, and this is the checkpoint that most people end on, right? It's just a straight line to the finish, but no. He goes up through the bobsleigh, bug slides to get to Greenland, and then straight down the hill towards Siberia. And now wall ride into North Korea with the other direction, so he can roof hit the ring here. No roof hit actually, just fly through the ring. And then he only has a few inner circle left on this side. Going through the triangle here, wall banging there to get down, get this one, and finish. About 9/100ths of a second faster. There are so many possibilities. You just gotta think outside the box and find something that nobody else did. Nice solution from Labafu, but still not the winning solution. The next submission is from a longtime viewer of mine called XCoreX with a faster solution than Labafu. Let's see how he did it. Wall bang, wall bang, wall bang, wall bang. Up here, wall bang. Down here, high speed, wall bang. flying through the ring with more reactors, high speed wall bang to adjust the car, because it's easier to adjust with wall bangs than with actual drifts. And he's making it work all the way up the hill. Guess what? Yeah, we're gonna slam that wall, go down here through the bobsleigh, and finish. 34.562 is the pace. But someone else built a map called Borderline Khaki. And perhaps this is a bit of a turning point in the competition where things take a things take a twist. Things take a twist with this map from the Geek Kid. And he's evidently smart, because he uses a lot of ice boosters. This right here is ice boosters. They accelerate you so fast. He's going to go into the wall ride, pick up North Korea, then into the Indian Ocean here, and pick up South Africa as well on the way. Taking a lot of the outer checkpoints. He's still missing Greenland though. And if I remember, he goes for Greenland last. He goes for Greenland at the very end. Yeah, up towards Greenland, and this is going to be a very tricky wall ride entry, but he makes it. Now he has to go down towards the bobsleigh, bounce, and fly with reactor into the finish. So instead of the wall bangs like we saw from Core, we see high speed, clean run, and some khaki tricks from Geek Kid at a 34.40, 1600s faster. But in the community, a lot of people come from like different places, right? So you will have khaki mappers building khaki-like maps. You will have someone with the idea of wall bangs, and then you will have the full speed players. The next submission is by Chroma, and I think he wanted to see if I make a really good full speed map, what's the best time I can get? And it was better than Geek Kid by a lot. By a lot. Starting out with the bottom left checkpoint, going up the road, catching this turn, and then wall ride up to Greenland to flip out of it to build speed towards Siberia. Now he's driving with 900 speed into the wall ride, picking up North Korea, going towards what most people had as their last checkpoint, jumping up here, plastic landing to stabilize. Those are often safer. And then look at this. Gorgeous jump with reactor into the water here to carry speed, and a very clever waterfall. A very clever waterfall placement. Why? Because the waterfall is plastic. This is plastic. And it's one of the only legal plastic walls you could place. If you try to place plastic here, it wouldn't let you in vanilla. But with the waterfall placement, he could crash that and redirect, making it a little bit faster. Borderline Khaki was a 34.4. This is a 32.9. 1.5 seconds faster from Chroma. This is the best part of the map for me. At half speed, it's a great combination of an idea and the driving skill from Chroma to land that so clean to carry speed, right? Beautiful execution. But I'm gonna let you know in a little secret chat. This run is not even top 10. This is outside top 10. What can I tell you about this map? All I have in my notes is fast map with wicked transitions. So I'll let him show it to us. Starts out with a weird wall ride turn to get down, but that works out, even though it looks weird. Goes through this with 700, drops into the Siberia checkpoint while going through the bottom one, getting through the bobsleigh one, now up towards Greenland, and look at this. Kind of just bouncing through it, just barely scraping by. Dropping down now, getting the ring as well. And then he's going upside down, plastic bounce to keep going upside down, and then jumping into the finish. Yeah, look at this. Just barely able to find an angle to jump through the checkpoint. And that's a very fast way to pick up Greenland. And then this, jumping into the upside down part, downhill, plastic bounce, and then back up on the roof to get the next checkpoint. And then jumping into a loop there. People came into this with sick ideas. And this is just the start, right? 32.01. About 9/10 faster than Chroma. And this next map is also the winner of a bonus. I'm just gonna say that. This next map is gorgeous. It's stunning. And it is the winner of the scenery prize. Snowstorm is the next map. Look at this thing. Guy made scenery, custom effects. It's a snowstorm going on. The aesthetic, stunning. Made by Sneaky. Really fast as well. 31 seconds. Have a look at this. Starts out to the right. Gets this one, drops down. It's very hard to tell where in the map you are. He has pictures on it. I saw an easy, I saw a virtual face. I know there's a bedge emote somewhere. One of the few players to do really proper scenery, but this looks sick with the aesthetic. So this gets $50 extra for the scenery. Best scenery in the competition. Also a really wicked trick. You see that? To get Greenland, what he did is plastic hit into an ice slide exit to redirect the car quicker. Ice for quicker 360. Very, very nice. 31.9. Beautiful map, but not the fastest. Now, I'm guessing you might think that the pace just keeps going like 100th by 100th by 100th now. But the next one I'm going to show you is 1 full second faster. Let's take a look at the next map. It's by Brownson. 30.7. Starting out on the right side. Getting this ring with a plastic hit rather than the bug slide. Similar to Richard, very similar, but faster. Going up, getting this one, plastic wall ride. Also plastic wall ride here, wall bang here, and now the jump up into the bobsleigh one. Roof hit here, plastic bounce to pick up Greenland. Going down, full speed, 1000 speed, through North Korea. Getting that one, roof hit here, more boosters, finish. Oh, so fast. And I will say the big discovery here is that you can place plastic wall rides in the air like this, right? But placing it one lower wouldn't have been a legal placement. But what Brownson also discovered is you have these lowered platforms. So this platform block is one lower, just the black platform. And on top of that, you can place the plastic wall ride. He's typing easy in chat. He's typing easy in chat. Yeah, it was pretty easy, wasn't it? Also, this trick right here, very nice. That's just, wow, that's a nice touch on the map, right? But someone went faster. And that someone had a very creative approach to the track. This is Smithy. And this map is played with one input. One input. It's something we have called a press forward map, where what the mapper does is they place blocks, because the game is deterministic. They place blocks to make the car take a certain trajectory. And if you do that long enough, and if you've done that long enough, you can get a pretty fast solution. So I present to you one of the coolest press forward maps that I've ever seen. Starting with a roof hit to get through the triangle to checkpoint, roof bounce, getting through. We're already on Siberia now. North Korea wall ride, plastic 360, up through that checkpoint, roof hit here. It's all one input. He is not steering. He's just built this to perfection. Going through that water landing to stabilize the car, roof hit, another wall bang there, 360 into the bobsleigh, up this into the ring, flying across, plastic bounce, ice slide kind of finish. What is going on in this game? I mean, that's just a spectacular map. 30.5. Oh my god, Smithy. Oh my god. Absolutely insane map. But did it win? No, did not win. No, did not win. There are faster maps. Another incredibly wicked map is coming up. The Insane. Very good player on LoL maps, on khaki maps, on bug slides, and also on pathfinding. Ins is next with the first sub 30, 29.83. He said he tried so many routes, but this was the one that was the fastest. It's quite different from things we've seen so far. Look at this. Okay, starting out with this one, but then instant plastic hit. He did find the same plastic wallbang as Brownson from before. Full speed boosters through here, dropping down on these boosters. Roof hit through the ring. Now dropping down, another plastic wallbang here. 800 speed, roof hit there. Going up towards Greenland. Roof hit into the wallbang to carry speed through Greenland. Downhill, another plastic wallbang. Dropping down, getting into the last loop. And finish. And finish. 29.831. But Ince wasn't the only one to get 29. Several people dipped under 30 seconds. And the next one, well, you know he's a good builder. You already know. He's called SB Villa. He just made a campaign of 25 stunning tracks. And in the midst of that, he also had time to drive this run right here. SB Villa, beating ins by 300ths. Going into that, getting a plastic hit to stabilize his car on the platform. Now a roof hit through the ring. Then going into the wall ride, dropping down immediately after, jumping through Siberia, up through Greenland, and look at this landing. The plastic saves him with 800 speed out of it. Another plastic landing here. Great knowledge of the block set that is available, and he's able to finish with that loop. So many clever usages of plastic in this map. Like this first one, to get a nice bounce to go flat, like, that's a crazy idea, right? But then this idea of just building a straight booster line and just jumping through Greenland at the exact right time to land here? That's pretty cooked. That is pretty cooked. 2980. The next map that we're gonna take a look at is by Isfu. If you blink, you're probably gonna miss this one. This is a fast one. If you blink, you're gonna miss it. Have a look at this one. Getting the first checkpoint, immediately jumping up with boosters to the second. Now full booster downhill to the third. And then the roof hit on the ring, a very quick one. Then a plastic wall bang on the wall ride checkpoint. Dropping into this, a grass loop to go down to this. Going up to Greenland now. Getting that with a bug slide. Carrying on into the bobsleigh. And then he just has one final checkpoint to go, water turn, to quickly stabilize into the finish. This run raised the bar. 29.59. But even that wasn't the winner, as I said. There's at least one more map. And this one stunned me. This one, I am giddy about. This is by a player called Archie Damus. It's a motion sickness map, but enjoy. This one is crazy cool, what he found. So different start, but still takes the same checkpoint, goes upside down immediately. Then through this one, and another loop coming up, where he drives upside down out of Greenland and then flips back with a plastic landing to carry all the speed. Also optimizing that corner checkpoint. And then a flip out of this ring to land clean once again. Now going upside down onto here. Driving upside down. Jumping through that one into another upside down. Flip out of it. More upside down straight to the finish. Dude, like, how do you look at a blank map and you come up with ideas like this part? Like deciding to flip on that block there onto plastic boot. It doesn't slow you down. Really, really cool. And then you're like, yeah, let me continue that idea with this. Flipping out here. 29.47. 1/10 of a second faster than Isfu. Oh boy. There's a player who managed to beat that by almost half a second. Marsotix. Marsotix is the next player. What do my notes say about this one? Upside down and wall hug combinations. Maximum speed. His map is called Maximum Speed. So he takes bobsleigh first, straight to Greenland, upside down to carry speed out of it, bounce to go upside down into this with a loop, another loop here, full speed now into North Korea, another wall ride out of it, even making blocks to aim for. That's why they're different colored. Getting through here, finding the plastic wall hug. And then a loop to go down into this. He's only the middle checkpoints left to go. Getting this one and roof it to finish. 29.034. But I think you all know what I'm gonna say. That wasn't the winner. That was not the winner. When will it end? The next player came in with a massive improvement. Flip 992. With the Amogus car skin. He takes the same checkpoint first as most other people. A loop to continue, then down towards the ring and the outside part. Landing cleaner in that downhill for more speed. 900 through the wall ride. Now on Siberia, a plastic bounce there to take the bottom one before Greenland. Getting into Greenland with a decent amount of speed. Now bobsleigh exit, aiming for the red there. That's why he placed that. And look at that end! What is that ending? It is so genius! Marsotix had a 29.03. This is a 28.37 from Flip. 28.37. 7/10 of a second faster. But there's more. Oh yeah, there's more. Oh yeah, there is more. There's a guy in this community called Grootmeister. with his Bing chilling John Cena car skin. He's gonna drive this map in 28.28 seconds. Starting with the same checkpoint. Wall hit here in the water to get a plastic hit. Jumping into a plastic wall ride, then jumping through the ring, roof hit down into a water landing. Wall ride here as well. Quite similar to other solutions we've seen. Full speed up towards Greenland. With a plastic loop into upside down to get the bobsleigh checkpoint with so damn much speed. Plastic hit to fly into the finish. That ending sequence is literally nuts. Like, let's just look at this. Up into Greenland, plastic hit, so his car goes upside down, then lands upside down on this, drives upside down through the bobsleigh checkpoint, upside down here, to again carry speed, dropping into that loop perfectly, carrying speed through here, wall bang to adjust so that he can go up into the 28.2. But there was still one player who managed to beat that. And I present to you the fastest run yet. Zerar, able to beat it. Same start, but different blocks. Same second checkpoint, different blocks. Same third and fourth checkpoint, but again, different blocks. And look at how much speed he gets here. It's at 1,000 on North Korea, then still so fast through Siberia and up to Greenland. The roof hit to get him a clean landing in the wall ride. What's going on, Zerar? Jumping through the checkpoint with a flip to go down. And then the same ending. The same ending as Grootmeister. But it's 400s faster. Grootmeister had a 28.28 and this is a 28.24. Now that we've concluded the human part of the competition, we can talk about the inhuman solutions that we saw. There's a guy who's a master of finding shortcuts called Lars. Okay. Can we okay. 28.2 to beat. Let's see what Lars can do. So same start. Loop to get through this checkpoint. Plastic wall hit on the waterfall. Great placement there. Plastic wall hit to reduce airtime here. Tons of speed into North Korea again. Wall hit onto the red booster. Still reactor. Through Siberia. Through Greenland. Same as others. Also finding this roof hit to give him the landing. Water hit there on the wall ride. Dropping down to this checkpoint early, meaning he takes that road checkpoint last and upside down to the finish for no airtime. Ladies and gentlemen, 27.53. Oh my god. Just insanely optimal, like, finds everywhere through this route. You would not think that anyone would beat this. You would not think anyone would find a better solution. You wouldn't think it. When I saw this come into the drive, I was like, yeah, it's done. There's a player in Trackmania who's known for his skill on reactor boosters. Who's known for just doing crazy shortcuts with reactors. But he'd retired. He wasn't going to play the game anymore. They said he was gone. But he came back. He came back just for this. Medicine submitted a replay. Let's see what the magician has built for us. It takes a very different path than everything we've seen so far. And it's pretty fast. Enjoy. Starting with a reactor booster, going through that checkpoint, now going down. Tons of red boosters. Up to Siberia, roof hit. Water hit there to go to North Korea. Roof hit here to go through the ring. Dropping down to this checkpoint over here. Bug slide with reactor booster active to go through this. Roof hit up here towards Greenland. Jumping straight through it into another corkscrew. Down through the bobsleigh checkpoint. Full speed down. Full speed onto this. Into the finish. And he beats Lars by a 10th. By a 10th of a second, he beats Lars. Going the different way around the circle. Starting with this. Have you ever seen this? 900 speed bug slide while reactor booster is active. His car is hopping over the place like it's nothing. Roof it there. Roof it here. And then this one. Straight through Greenland. Finding an angle through that checkpoint. Amazing, amazing run from Medicine. And that is why I have the honor of congratulating Medicine with second place. With second place in the competition. because there was one person who beat this time by over 1 second. By over 1 second. Driving a 26.3. And if you're doing something else right now, look away from your first monitor onto this. You are not going to want to miss this. This is one of the coolest maps I have ever seen in Trackmania. It's by Tenchi. 2636, here it is. Starting with the bobsleigh checkpoint. Going straight for Greenland, jumping through that triangle, going at full speed through this, wall bang there, wall bang, going through this, landing in that, jumping through the ring now, roof it into the water, through this triangle, going at full speed through this plastic into North Korea, double 360, down into Siberia, through the bottom checkpoint, and fly into the finish. It is press forward. But building this in press forward is still absolutely mental. Look at the gaps, like the details. The fact that this works is so spectacular. I mean, just it is the slimmest of margins that this run is possible, but it's all built without block mixing and one input. One input, only forwards, and that is the winner. Tenchi, congratulations on taking home first place. $500 to Tenchi, Medicine getting second place, and Lars getting third. Now that we've seen this format in action, would you want to see another one? I think that could be cool. Like, this pushes people to get so creative. It's actually insane, all the different solutions.